Okay, welcome everyone. In this session, we are going to see some of the more transformation of the queries like append queries and merge queries, how we can use these features in Power BI Desktop. Yeah, in earlier sessions, we have seen some of the other features like how we can restrict, how we can remove data anomalies, what is column quality, data quality, column distribution. There were so many things which we have seen. Now we are going to see these two features, which is merge queries and append queries, which is available in this query editor. So we are right now in the prepare phase of this Power BI. This is the first step, and where we are just preparing our data to the next level, which is a data model. So that we are going to see it from the next session, but this session will cover about these merge queries and how we can merge the queries and how we can append the queries as well, and what is the difference between them as well. So we have this query editor open. Now there are two features which are available here, merge queries and append queries. So what happens, like basically we need merging of the queries. Sometimes we need to combine the data for different purposes, because not one table will not have all the values. So what happens, so the data is coming from different queries, like some data is coming from one source, some other data is coming from other source, and they are two separate tables, or maybe more than two as well. So sometimes having the data in different tables is not good for the visualization perspective. So that time we can combine this data in a single table, and that table we can use for our visualization. So that we can do with this merge queries and append queries. Now the first one is append queries. Now basically what happens when we append queries, the data is getting appended to the existing table. Suppose we have, like, this table is having almost 50, or maybe let's say we have around 200 rows. This particular city table is having 200 rows, and if you are going to combine the other table, like let's say this date column table with this city, then if date column is date query is having just around 50 rows, so that rows will be appended to the city column. That is that, like, if it is appended, then 200 rows become 250. So that's what it is appending. So the columns will be same, but it will become a taller, the table will become taller, like it will be increasing vertically. So that is what we can see it. And the merge query is like we are adding a another columns. Like if there are particular queries having 6 columns, we can have another query which we can join with this, and then it will be another two columns will be added here in this existing table. So that we can do with this append queries. So there are two options, like see existing, when we just select merge queries, whatever the two tables we are merging, the existing table will be merged, and it will be it will be updated. But when we say merge queries as new, then it will be merged with in a separate table. Like two tables will be the same, will remain same, but the third table will be created, and that we will have as another table. So that is how it works in append queries and in merge queries. So both of them are having the same things. Now let's try to use this append queries. Now we do have these three columns for this particular tables, like both of the tables, we do have three columns. So what we are going to do is, now we are going to use the append features. Now this targets table is having around 108 rows. Now we are going to append these targets for 2020 into it, and for that we are just using these targets for 2020 and click on OK. Now if you see, now there are three columns only, but number of rows must have increased. So earlier we were having 108 rows, now we are having 144 rows. So that 36 has been added in this particular table. So this is how the append works. Like the existing columns will be the same, but the data will be loaded at the end of this particular table. So this target table has been appended like with these targets for 2020 data. So whatever the 36 rows has been, that has been added in these targets. So this is the append features. Now we are going to see the next feature, which is a merge. When we say merge, we are going to like join the two tables. Like the first table, let's say, have three columns. The other table is also having maybe two columns only. So 3 and 2 will become as 5 columns in a separate. So that is will go as a vertical image from like this wise. So let's try to do that. Now we are going to combine these two tables like city and state province. Now here these are the two columns, and for this we need a common field, which is state province key is the common column between these two. So this is the you can see in city we do have this state province key, and in this state province also we do have this column. So this on based on this key we can join the two tables. So that we are going to do is, so just click on this city and just now click on merge queries. Now when we say merge queries, now here you can say city. These are the sample data for city table, and we need to select to which table we wanted to merge. So state province we wanted to merge it, so just select this, and now on which basis we wanted to join. So now for this state province key is we need to select, and this one we need to select. Now here we can see whenever we selecting any two keys, two columns for their joining. So now there is a join kind. So this is the types of join. So whenever we wanted to join, this is the joins which are available in the databases. Like whenever we wanted to join one or two tables with each other, then there must be a joining like left outer, right outer, full outer, inner, or left empty, right empty. So this means, so this is something which is you can say, if you are joining these two columns and these two columns, like you can say left outer all from first matching from second. So based on this key, what all rows will be taken from this city table when we say left outer, and what are the matching. So here 1 2 3 4 5. So here let's say we do have four is matching with this. So all rows will come from the first, and the fourth row will just come from the second. So that is left outer. Similarly right outer will be opposite to left outer. So all rows from right and matching rows from the left. So that is right outer. Full outer means all the rows without matching or anything. So all the rows from both the tables, left and right. Inner row is just matching. So if 4 is here and 4 is here only, then it will just take these 4 rows and not 9, and 4 from here. So that is inner. Left anti is rows only in first. Left anti is means only take rows from the first. Right is only rows from the right. So this is the different join types. So that we should be understanding. So every database, if you are going to learn, like let's say Oracle, a relational database I'm saying, or any other SQL server, then you have these join types which we need to understand means, and this is very much important to understand in the databases. So here we are just selecting left outer, so just click on OK. Now when we say we have just joined, now you can see, so let's say means we already had state province. So we do have state province, country, continent, sales territory, and there were different columns. So it has been joined with this all these tables. Now we need to expand. So now not all the columns has been added. It just this state province columns has table has been just added. And then there is an option which is if you select state province, expand and aggregate. So when we say expand, expand will make the duplicate rows for this particular based on this. So these are the columns from the state province key. So whatever we wanted to have, we need to select it from here, or else there is aggregate. So we can use some or count of country, count of continent, count of sales territory. Based on that, it will merge. So this is how it works. For now, we are just using expand, and we are not going to select all the columns. We just need few couple of columns, which is state, province key and sales territory. And we don't want to use the original column name as a prefix. So we are not going to use it. Just whatever the column name it is coming, just click on OK. Now we do have this here. We will remove this because this is the original table. I mean city table column. So just remove this and make this as state province key only. And this is a sales territory. So now this is how it is. Means after merging, row count will not be increased or decreased. That is because it depends upon the key or depends upon the joins which we are using. So that's
matching the data.
Yeah, matching data.
I think it is matching
Yeah.
data.
So that's how it is. So this is like table gets wider in merging, and in append table gets taller. So that's how it works. The concept is okay. So this is how it is. Now we have just added this state, province key and sales territory, the two columns, and it does have their values as well. So this is fine. So this is how the merging is occurring, and we need this. So we are going to save this as well for our visualizations. And so these are the two features, merging and append queries, like combining the queries in a different way. So if you have any questions on this, you can ask me.
Yeah, understand this. I found that then we have to work on the query more instead of visualization first.
Yeah,
Like
initially
on
query.
the
Yeah,
clearing the data. We have to work on the clearing the data, making the data more like better for the making dashboards. So this is the main task, I feel.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
There is one more thing which is pending for the start of month. So these targets which we combine, and now we there are some duplicate data or something which we are going to see in the next session, how we can configure it. Here we are just going to use, so this is the start of month. So you can see first of every month it is showing. So we can make it at the end of month as well by just right clicking on it, and you can say transform and month and make it at the end of month. So now you can see for every month, the last date of month has been done. We can just rename this as well. So let's make it at the end of month. So this is what we are just trying to do, because by end of month, what is the target? And that's what we wanted to see. Okay, so this is what about these two features, and now what we are going to see is M code. Like M language is there, so which is actually basic Power BI desktop internally uses. Now let's try to see this date field, and if I just right click on this, you can see there is an advanced editor. If you just click on this advanced editor, you can see whatever the steps which we have performed, is how we connected to this particular XLS file. So that is a source it is showing, then date sheet. So this is a source item, means this is a query date. So that kind of things. Then we have promoted some headers, change type. So these steps are nothing but whatever these four steps are there, that is there. So these formulas are there. You can see the formula bar as well in view. If you just uncheck this and if you just check this formula bar appears. So this is the internal code which is get generated, and we don't need to write this code. as we are performing all these steps, this tool automatically does all this coding. So you can understand means what is this change type, means what exactly it does. So you can see this table dot transform column type. So this is one function used. Then it's promoted headers and type month. So that kind of things has been mentioned here. So this is how it is. And if you just click on this as well, you can see a formula has been created. So just another formula. I just don't want to do it. Just so this is how this particular M code is there, and but whatever the code which is internally generated, that is here, and this is called as M language. So there is another language which is a DAX, which is nothing but a data analysis expressions, which is more advanced. That is also we are going to see, and how to use that. That is important to understand and learn as well. This M language is internally generated, and we don't need to worry about this M language more. But DAX is important, where we need to write some scripting, and that will be very useful in our data model. Okay, so this is what I wanted to cover in this video. We will see in the next session. I mean, we are almost done with the prepare data. Means we are going to move to data model section in the next session. And meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can ask me.
Yeah, we no need to generate, like for M language, we no need to do anything. Like it is written by Power BI only.
Yeah, this is we don't need to write. This is we don't need to write. This code is written by Power BI only. If you just wanted to understand, then we can just go through it. But we are generally not doing anything on this.
Okay, you can use the click and serve, something like this.
Yeah, drag and drop, many things we can do, and there are features which is available. Like if you can say, this transform menu is having all these features which we can use. So most of the times, most of the work is done by this tool only. There are some additional scripting required as well. So that is in DAX, data analysis expression. So that we will see in the data model section. So that is also important to understand. So that is kind of some scripting needed. But we can do that as it's not that hard as well. For my YouTube audiences, if you have any questions or comments, do put it in comment section. If you like my video, then please like it and share it with others as well. Thank you for watching.